Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons in our NCAA Football series here in Season 3 with the Florida State Seminoles. We are still the number one team in the nation right now. We've got the best offense, averaging 50 points per game and just over 500 yards total, 284 passing, 234 rushing, and we are just about unstoppable. Now, we are playing an ACC conference game here against Wake Forest. They tend to give us a little fits every now and then. So it's not a team we can sleep on, but I definitely don't think we're at a stage of what we'd call a trap game. You know, we had some of that happening a little bit last year, in the last season, for some trap games and kind of getting close. And Wake Forest was actually one of those teams. But I think we're pretty well solidly built now. We're a lot better team actually this year than what we were last year, which is what makes us very scary. Just incredible. Our quarterback has been playing outstanding. He's gotten a lot more accurate with the deep ball. The option is almost, I haven't seen a team be able to stop us yet with it. And so, you know, we are really rolling, firing on all cylinders here, and we are number one in the country. It was a home game at Doak Campbell Stadium here in Tallahassee, facing off against conference opponent Wake Forest. Now we are going to jump into this thing halfway through the first quarter with Wake Forest actually leading 3-0, but Credible trying to change that one on the option keeper, and he gets that one down to the 15-yard line. That's going to be an 18-yard rush as he did the smart play and kept that one there. Tried to cut it back in, but lost his footing. So he wasn't able to escape and keep going. But he does pick up the first down and get us well inside the red zone at the 16-yard line. And so that is going to make it 1st and 10 Seminoles. Credible's in the shotgun. Hands it off to Ward going left side. He's got a hold. Bounces off one tackler. Trayshawn Ward picking up 4 yards. He was a great back for us last season. He's pretty much picked up where he's left off this year. I will say one of the biggest differences has been the improvement of Credible commanding this offense. So now 2nd and 6. Credible's in a shotgun formation, has a snap, quick throw over the middle, hits McLeod for the first down. McLeod still going. He stayed on his feet. 9 yards for Russ McLeod, and almost pulling out the touchdown there. Looked like he got tackled, but just did not want to go down, refused to do it, and he stayed up and picked up the first down for us to make it 1st and goal now from the 3. Credible in a shotgun formation. Hands that to Ward going right. Little hole open. Ward lowering his shoulder. Trayshawn Ward for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. So Wake Forest had the lead, if only for a moment, and we have just reclaimed it right there with an opening drive touchdown for us and a long drive at that. 10 plays, 75 yards. Purely dominating him, wearing him down already. You know, that's kind of going to be our plan moving forward. Clemson, who's trying to claw their way back into national prominence, now 2-2 on the season with a 24-14 win over Duke. They have definitely fallen off in this series. Now a little later in the second quarter where we do lead 14-3, Wake Forest trying to go with an option, but our defense is having something to say about that as Jackson comes through and blasts Kern for a big loss on that one of 4 yards, setting them back. They are now at the Seminole 38-yard line with a 2nd and 14. So they have been able to move it just a little bit, but we're trying to keep them contained here. 2nd and 14. Kern has the snap, stands in the pocket, fires it to the left side, picked off by Wright. He intercepted that one, and he's tackled immediately, but he stepped right in front of it. Great interception, and that's going to be the first turnover of the game as we are getting our guys in position a lot more often here as we now have possession of it at our own 37-yard line, and here we come back the other way. 8.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Credible is going to be in a pistol formation. Has the snap, hands it toward the left side, big hole open. Trayshawn Ward lowering his shoulder, picking up 8 yards, and that's going to give him 30 yards so far on the ground on 6 carries, averaging 5 yards per carry. That's pretty much right where we like to have him be at. So 2nd and 2 now. Still leading 14-3 here after this interception. Credible now in a shotgun. Has the snap. They bring a blitz. Throws it out to the left side. He's got McLean. Breaking tackles. Malik McLean, 17 yards. He's really making a name for himself this season. He had a pretty good year a couple years ago, but then last season, just with the receiver core we had, he kind of fell off into basically a number 4 receiving option. But he's really stepping up this year and is becoming a prime target for Credible, especially on those deeper patterns. Now we are at the 38-yard line on the plus side of the field here. Credible is going to be in a pistol formation once again. Has the snap, play action, rolls out to his right. He stops and fires it to Douglas. Ja'Kai Douglas picking up 20 yards. And that's going to be moving it in big chunks. His 3rd catch of the day. He's got 57 yards in total. Credible is 7 of 9 for 116 yards so far. And this is really, our offense is really humming along here. And that's what I like to see, is picking up big chunk yardage on, just pretty much big plays. Now on 1st and 10, send the tight end in motion. Trayshawn Ward cuts it back to the right, and he's going to pick up 5 yards on that carry. And that's going to get us down into the red zone here at the 13-yard line. Now just 13 yards away from scoring, trying to increase our lead. We already lead 14-3, but if we can make it 21-3, that's just that much better. Credible in the shotgun. Has the snap, scans over the pocket, fires it to the right side, and that one looking for McLean in the side of the end zone. Great play by the Demon Deacon defender to knock that one away. And that does fall incomplete, and that's going to make it 3rd and 5. Now we've only faced 1 3rd down so far in this game, so here's our second one. Credible has the snap, scans over the pocket, fires it over. Ja'Kai Douglas walks it into the end zone. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Just incredible with the touchdown pass. And that was a big-time play on a 3rd and 5. Ja'Kai Douglas makes the catch on that quick slant pattern, but then immediately heads straight up the field to get into the end zone. And with this extra point, we now lead 21-3. Started off kind of shaky on the defense, letting Wake Forest get that field goal, but not so much anymore. And here we are even later in the second quarter, where we now lead 28-3. And our defense wanted to be a little bit of a showcase here as they let that pass get caught by Wesley Grimes for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 2nd and 3 now. So here comes the Deacon offense. In a shotgun once again. 3 wide set. They send the tight end in motion across the offense from left to right. Kern has the snap. Pressure comes up the middle. Escapes 1 tackle. McCall! He hits him and brings him down for a sack. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Sam McCall has been a playmaker for us all season, and what a beautiful job right there, realizing the quarterback was taken off, and he closed that gap before the quarterback could adjust and make the throw. And so now it's 3rd and 6 here on this drive. Wake Forest is only 1 of 4 on 3rd down conversion, so if we can get them pinned back, that'll make it that much better for us here, trying to get a last-second touchdown at the end of the half. Now it looks like the Deacons are trying to waste some time here. I'm not going to fret too much. We still have all 3 of our timeouts. A minute 20 versus a minute 13. I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference for us. So we're going to go ahead and let that clock tick down. As Kern gets the snap now, throws it over the middle. Almost intercepted. Knocked away there by Lundy. He had a shot at it, but just was not able to get his hands on it. So now we do force the punt. Here we come with 1 minute remaining in the first half. Credible. Drops back, fires it deep over the middle. He's got Wilson breaking tackles, pushing forward. Johnny Wilson picking up 25 yards here as we try to get a score right here at the end of the first half. With 1 minute remaining, we are going in the hurry up. 28-3 is the score, so why not make it 35-3? When you're the number 1 team in the country, you got to do things like this. Credible sends Ward in motion, has a snap, scans deep over the field. Johnny Wilson again for 20 yards. 45 yards to Wilson on 2 plays. He's now got 78 yards in total here in this game. Credible is 13-20 for 217 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Credible now with the snap. Rolls out to his right, fires it deep to the right side, and that one was kind of a risky pass there. Credible is known to do that, let's be honest. But it does get knocked down. It's not in turnover or anything like that. So 2nd and 10, 24 seconds remaining in the first half. Credible in a shotgun, 4 wide set, 3 to the right. Credible throws it quickly over to McLeod, and as he gets hit and brought down, Russ McLeod picks up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to give us a 1st and goal just inside the 10-yard line here as we do go hurry up, and the clock is running again. 18 seconds now. Credible making changes at the line. Has the snap. They bring a blitz. Throws it over to McLeod. Russ McLeod, 10-yard touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. The third touchdown of the first half for Credible thrown. And that's going to give us a lead 35-3 here. As we go 5 plays, 66 yards in about just a little over 47 seconds. And that is how powerful and how quick our offense can be. So the first half does end that way, 35-3. And, I mean, you hate to do that to some of these teams. I mean, but you got to do what you got to do, right? Come playoff rankings. Really, this is like the old school BCS. You got to put some whippings on people if you want to get those decent playoff rankings, especially depending on who else is in the mix, whether you're talking to your Alabamas, Georgias, well, let's just face it, any team from the SEC because they love them. So you got to keep that in mind. So that's why we do pound it home. That's why we do kind of, I'm not going to say run up the score, but we put on a good showing. We give our guys a chance to put up some stats before we bring in the backups, right? So in the first half, we had 241 passing yards and 94 rushing yards, 337 total yards in the first half here. That is impressive offense. The 94 rushing yards, mixture between Credible and Ward, that option game, but when your passing game is working so well, it's really hard to want to run the ball, right? So we might have to look to do that here in the second half, take off some time and so forth. Now here, speaking of that, we do hand it off to Ward here with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. He picks up a good 6 yards. He's got 64 yards on 12 carries in this half, or in this game, plus a touchdown on the ground. So 2nd and 4 now for the Seminole offense as we're going to come out 3 wide set in a shotgun. Credible has a snap. It's going to be an option. He takes it right up the middle. He's got blockers. Credible down the sideline at the 30, at the 20. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Credible. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. 63 yards to the house. Just incredible. Great job reading those blocks. And he shot right up the middle, so the one guy that had the chance to stop him, he just blew right past him. And then the blocking from the receivers, McLean and Douglas down the side, that was just phenomenal. That gave us a 42-3 lead. We did take out our starters relatively quickly, and we put in our backups. So we did add some additional points, but, we limited it. And you see Credible's performance there, 388 yards, 5 touchdowns total. 99 yards on the ground. Would have liked to get him 100, but I didn't know he was at 99. So be it. It happens. He still had a great day, great performance. And, that's something that has been leading our team all season here in this one. 55-10 was the score. Big-time victory against an ACC opponent. Now, this game is I'm not going to say it was a warm-up game, but it is one that really is getting us set up for the next one, right? And this next game is what I would call a trap game that we're going into as we get that one set up for us here. We are going to be playing against, I like to call them Ooh La La, University of Louisiana Lafayette, the Ragin' Cajuns. You know what I'm saying? Ragin' Cajuns, the Ooh La La fellers. And they are coming to town, and they are known, not just in the video game world, but in real life also for being upset artists. They did that a few years ago, big-time upsets. You cannot sleep on this team, and so we are definitely going to have to make sure. I really want to put them out of this game early. That's really what I want to do, is put the pedal to the metal, gas all the way down, all gas, no brakes, as Mike McCarthy says, and just hammer this team into oblivion. That's what I want to do. That's what I think we need to do at this point. We need to we're number one. We've had a lot of big wins. The win against Michigan was a definite statement win. I think this is another opportunity. We are getting ready to face the toughest part of our schedule here with the conference schedule. It leaves Miami, North Carolina, some of those teams like that. We're getting ready to face them. So this will be a good test for us to make sure that we don't sleep on any team. And we are going to get this one started in the first quarter on our opening possession. Handed off to Ward to the left side, lowering his shoulder, pushing forward, and picking up 7 yards on that carry, as he's got now 19 yards on just 2 carries here early on in this one. So 2nd and 3 at the plus side of the field at the 36-yard line there. As we come set to the line, Credible is going to be in a shotgun. 3 receivers left and 1 tight end on the right. They bring a blitz. He drops pass over to Johnny Wilson, breaking tackles, pushing forward. Johnny Wilson still fighting for 18 yards. And that's going to get us inside the red zone. He would not go down. His first catch of the night, and he takes advantage of it. And showing off like he's going to be the more physical player here, as it took about 3 or 4 in total to bring him to the ground. So 1st and 10 now, as Credible comes out in a shotgun again. End around over to Cloud, tosses it out, turns it up the middle, breaking another tackle. Russ McLeod, 6-yard reception on that one. 2 receptions for 22 yards for him so far in the evening. But keep in mind, this is our opening drive. Credible is 3 of 3 for 40 yards, however. So 2nd and 4, Credible in a pistol formation. Option keeper. He takes it up the middle. Credible, 12 yards, touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Just incredible. A great read on that one. I wasn't sure if he handed it off or not, but he did end up keeping it. Follow those blockers. He has gotten great with his ball carrier vision, and he's able to follow the blocks, and he's getting into the end zone. That's an 8-play, 65-yard, just over 4-minute drive to get this game started off for us here and give us an early lead. Now look at that. In Columbus, Ohio State had to put up 42 to edge out North Carolina. 37-42 was the final score. Some other ones, Clemson barely beats Georgia Tech. Charlotte takes out top 10 Washington. You've got to be kidding me on that one. Boston College defeats Pittsburgh, and that is what it is. But Washington, number 10 team in the country, losing to Charlotte. That's impressive. Well done on that upset, and that's why you got to take every game seriously. Now the Raging Cajuns with the ball as they broke 1 tackle, but we still bring them down behind the line. Montrell Johnson with the carry over to the left side. Looks like, who was that? Oh man, that was our McCall. I think he ran over. Wasn't quite prepared for that hit, but hey, still brought him down behind the line, making it 2nd and 11. As our defense tries to come out and back up our offense. They're in a pistol formation. Fields has the snap. Pressure comes. He's going to be hit and sacked. Chandler Fields sacked for a loss of 8 yards. Jared Verse comes flying through completely unblocked. Not sure what the blindside tackle was doing. He may be blind, but by the way that block looked. As he comes flying through, and he gets a good solid hit on Fields and brings him to the turf. And that's going to make it 3rd and 19 now. So here come the Raging Cajuns once again in a shotgun. 3 wide set. Tight end to the left side on the line. So it gets noisy here at the stadium on Saturday night. Fields sends a man in motion, has the snap. Pressure comes once again, drops it off. McCall chases him down. Takes him down for no yards gained. McCall with a beautiful closing speed. Forces a punt. And here we come back on offense once again. Still in the first quarter, just over 3 minutes to go. Handed off to Ward to the left side. Makes some guys miss and finally gets brought down after a gain of 8 yards. Trayshawn Ward, he's now got 3 carries for 27 yards in this game. We might want to start looking at getting him the ball more, but I've said it once, I'm going to say it probably 1,000 times for the remainder of this season. When Credible's playing as good as he is, why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? 2nd and 2. Play action. Credible drops it off to McLean. And he gets hit, and there was a flag. It looked like a face mask. I think that's what they are going to call personal foul. Yep, face mask on the defense. That's going to be a free 15 right there. So 2nd and 2 gets completed for what would have been an obvious first down. But now we're just going to tack on 15 extra yards to it. And that's going to move us to the 29-yard line on the plus side of the field here. As Credible comes out in a shotgun once again. 3 wide set. Ward to the left side of him. Has the snap. Drops back, fires it deep down the right side. He's got Wilson. Touchdown Seminoles from 30 yards out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Incredible. Dropped that one in beautifully. That's that deep ball accuracy I mentioned earlier. He throws that one and hits Wilson on a dime. Incredible's now 5 of 5 for 81 yards on the day. And we're still in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, as we have now taken a 2-score lead, 14-0 here at home over the Raging Cajuns. Now, Wake Forest struggling this season, 0-4 after tonight's game as they face off against number 7, the Miami Hurricanes, that are 5-0. And, well, they took I wouldn't say they dominated them, 35-21. Miami does walk away with the win. Their quarterback, Garcia, was only 9 of 14 for 155 yards and a touchdown. So their offense may be a lot of grounds focus offense, so we'll have to see how we play them whenever our time comes. Now on 1st and 10, Credible kicks it out right on the option keeper, still going. Credible pushing forward, big time gain on that play. Oh my goodness. Oh baby. Oh baby. Credible picking up just over 30 yards it seemed like. But really I think about 40 or 50 yards on that rush. He just couldn't get past those last guys, that option keeper. I'm telling you, the option game this season is a lot more deadly than what it was last year, and I think it's probably also because Credible can run a lot better. So now on 1st and 10 from the pistol, play action. Credible has the snap, fires it deep over the middle. Wilson went up for it, but just could not come down with it. Trey Amos for the defense on the play, knocked that one down, and so will fall incomplete, and that's going to make it 2nd and 10 now here. As the first quarter does get set to come to a close, 19 seconds remaining. Credible has the snap, fires it over to McClain. Breaking tackles, pushing forward Malik McClain. Had it at about the 7 yards after gaining 7 yards, and then just forced his way forward to pick up 11 and a first down. And that's going to make it 1st and 10. But we're going to go ahead and let that clock run out. Credible 6 of 7 for 92 yards in this one, and the 1 touchdown so far. But he's doing it on the ground and through the air. Our defense is stepping up, playing just as strong as our offense, which is exactly what you want to see, getting ready to come into the onslaught that we're going to have to run through. So now here to start out the second quarter, leading 14-0, we send Wilson in motion. Credible has the snap. They bring a blitz. He's going to roll out to his right. Credible fires it over to Wilson, coming back for it, and Wilson gets brought down after a gain of 8 yards. Johnny Wilson coming back on that one. He's now got 55 yards and a touchdown on 3 catches this evening. So 2nd and 2. Credible is going to be in a shotgun, 3 wide set. He's got Ward offset to the left side of him. Credible has the snap, scans over, fires it out. He's trying to hit Jackson West, our tight end. So Brandon Bishop got in the way. I'm not going to say that was pass interference, although let's face it, it was. But got in the way enough that the pass fell incomplete. So now it's 3rd and 2 from the 3. And here's where I want to pass the ball, but I also know running the ball is probably a little bit more effective, right? But I love to pass. What can I say? Credible in the shotgun, drops back to pass, fires it over, and he's got his tight end, Jackson West, for the 3-yard touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Jackson West getting another touchdown on this season. A good job for that young kid, as Credible found him in the end zone for the 2nd touchdown today. For him, he's 8 of 10 for 103 yards now and the 2 touchdowns. So we lead 21-0 here after that score, and the second quarter just started. Now we did put a pretty good stop on the Raging Cajuns after they moved the ball a little bit. So we still lead 21-0 as we are on the move once again. Credible rolling out to his right. He went for the move, tried to get past the guys, but just got brought down for the sack. And good job by the Cajun defense to close in on it. Waited till we got close enough that really wasn't going to be able to throw it to West all that much with how we were running. And so they closed the gap and got us down for the sack. Now on 2nd and 13, Credible making changes at the line. Has the snap. Fires it over the middle. He's got Jackson West once again, his tight end, for 19 yards. I don't know if he knows if he figures Jackson's parents are in the stands or something, so he's targeting them a little bit more. But hey, West is paying dividend. He comes up with another big catch for us, gets us down to the 32-yard line here, and a 1st and 10. So the clock is ticking away in this first half, just over 3 minutes remaining. We do lead 21-0 here as we're out in the shotgun, 4 wide. Credible option, keeper. Makes a move, makes a man miss. Credible out now on the outside and brought down at about the 9-yard line. Picks up 22 yards on that rush. He's got 80 yards on 7 carries and 1 touchdown. Credible has been playing outstanding so far. Not just in this game, but this whole season. I mean, he's got to be – it's at the point where you want to start looking at him for possible heisman, right? So he's kind of having that kind of year. Now on 1st and goal, throws that one over to McLean, who goes up and gets it. But he's unable to fall into the end zone. McLean does pick up 9 yards, though, and that's going to make it 2nd and goal right there at the 1-yard line. So here's where we're going to go with it as we do go 3 wide in a pistol formation. It looks like this time I think we are going to run it as we hand it off to Ward up the middle. Big time hole open. Trayshawn Ward for the touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. 28-0 after this extra point. That is what our offense is doing. This is still the first half, and that was a 10-play, 79-yard drive, just over 5 minutes of game time is how long that drive took. And we're capping them off with a touchdown. So now here we are. We're going to jump ahead to the 3rd quarter. 35-3 is the score right now. The defense wanted to make their statement as, top defense in the nation. And that sack is going to do it right there. Brings them down for a sack on a 1st and 10. Their first offensive play of the second half. Jackson comes bull rushing through, just manhandles the right tackle, and makes the sack for an 8-yard loss there in the backfield. So 2nd and 18 as our defense comes set at the line once again. Raging Cajuns in a pistol formation, 3 wide. They have the snap. Fields under pressure, drops it off to Wilson, but Dix Jr. gets in there and basically he heard his footsteps coming and he dropped that ball. Jr. was going to just obliterate him if he hadn't. 3rd and 18 now. 6 minutes to go, still in the 3rd quarter. Cajuns are in a shotgun formation. Send a tight end in motion. They have the snap. Fields looking where to go with the pressure comes, and he's hit as he threw it, and that one falls incomplete. Chandler Fields, 12 of 18 for 50 yards. That's what our defense has done so far. 50 yards of passing, and we're halfway through the 3rd quarter. Now on 1st and 10, Credible drops back. He's eyeing the deep ball to Wilson. He's got him! Johnny Wilson at the 5. Touchdown Seminoles, 60 yards. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Just incredible with his 4th touchdown of the day. Now has over 300 yards passing, and we are just lighting up the scoreboard here in the 3rd quarter, 41-3. This game is what I would call well in hand now, ladies and gentlemen. Well in hand. And it would be, so we would bring in our backups pretty soon after that. And look at the stat line. Just incredible. 403 total yards, 6 touchdowns. 6 on the ground and through the air. 6 touchdowns. He did throw 1 interception. He ain't perfect. All right, 323 yards, 6 total touchdowns, 4 through the air, 2 on the ground. The kid is playing amazing this season. This is like a performance of destiny, okay, the year he's having. We win this game 52-10, and, I mean, keeping our 50 points per game average going, but just really the best part is not having to worry about teams coming back, shutting teams down, putting that nail in the coffin. That's what we need to be doing every single game this season, and it's good to see us doing that now. So big time win at home. We are about to take some road trips to check out some of these other teams, Miami and all that. That'll be fun to do. But before we do that, I do want to remind y'all to hit the subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And if you did like today's video, go and give us a thumbs up. It really does help out the channel, and I greatly appreciate all the support y'all have shown for us here recently. It's just been incredible, and I'm so grateful. Thank y'all very much. And speaking of credible, there he is, Justin Credible, #1 in Heisman voting. He should be able to keep this performance up all season, and we'll probably find a way to get him get him on that podium holding that trophy. So thank y'all for joining us. I will see y'all in the next episode, everybody. So as always, stay safe, and well, y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.